Hi guys, the spring season is fastly approaching. If you want to get this look, stay tuned. Hey guys, let's get started. So first I'm going to use my Mary Kay eyebrow pencil to shape out my eyebrows. And I'm just trying to follow the natural arch of, or not really the natural arch, but how I actually arch them. And some people like to start from the bottom or the top. It just depends on the day for me. And today I started with the top. And I'm just going to make that line pointy. And now I'm going to go back in with it. And I'm just going to shade it out. My eyebrows are never perfect because I actually like to go back in with a lot of concealer. But if you were doing this, you can do yours as perfect as you want to. Now I'm going to the other eye and I'm doing the same thing. If you have never seen my video before, you'll understand that my eyebrows are more cousins than twins. And what I mean by that is they look a little differently. So here I'm just shading this one in and making sure it's all the same. Now I like to go back in with my spoolie and I like to blend it all out. That's why I actually put extra eyeliner on it, because I just like to blend it out really, really well. This is optional. You can do your spoolie in the beginning or in the middle. Now I'm going to use the LA Girl concealer. And I like to use it sometimes on the brush or use the actual applicator. So today I'm using a flat brush. As you can see, I showed you guys it was a straight line flat brush. And I'm just going over the eyebrow, the bottom and the top. I usually don't use a highlighted color. This one is very close to my actual skin tone. So I just use that to do the whole eye. Of course, if you wanted to highlight, you can use a highlighter or concealer under your eyebrow. You would not use a lighter one on top. So I'm just shaping them out as best I can. I think I like them. On to my Black Radiance. It's not pour, it's the shine control to stop some of the shine from coming through. This product was purchased at Target, and it's once again Black Romance. I meant Black Radiance. And I'm just going to mix that all over my face, my forehead, my T-zone, all the different areas. Now, I'm just fanning it out, and now it's time for my foundation. I'm really liking Maybelline Fit, and this is the Dewy Smooth one. So it does have a little glow and smoothness of it. And I like to pour it on the back of my hand. It does not have a pump or anything, so you must be very careful when pouring. Now today I'm actually using my fingers to put it on my face because I wanted to warm it up a little bit. And that skin-to-skin contact helps it out just a little bit. I'm just putting it on my forehead, some on my cheeks, just wherever. Now I'm going to go in with my Mary Kay Mineral Foundation brush, but I like to use it for this. And I like it because it is a flat top and it smooths in and blends very well. It's very important that you blend, blend, blend. You see, I'm blending some more, blending, blending, blending. Because I want it to look more like skin, and I wanted to give that cakey look. No one wants to look like a cake face. Okay guys, so now it is time for me to put some concealer under this eye. I forgot the name of the actual concealer, but it's about a shade lighter than the Fawn that I use. I can probably go up one shade lighter, but I just kind of like to use this one. So I'm just gonna put it under my under eye, and then I'm just gonna blend it in with my beauty blender. This is not the actual beauty blender. This one, I believe, is for Sephora brand, and I like this, so I just gonna blend it out and use it. I think it works really well. Of course, you need to set that with some powder and make sure it's really good, and I think that I may be doing that soon. Now it's time for my eyelids, and I like to use my eyelid primer, and I put it on with the stick, but then I kind of warm it in to get it ready for me applying my eyeshadow. So I'm using a blender brush to start off, and this is gonna be applied, and I'm just blending out some a really light pale pink almost. That's gonna be my transition color because it is Easter, well, not Easter, but springtime. I want it to be kind of more light, subtle, so I'm using this as my blending. And I'm just going to add some more because of me not using a base. It is coming out really, really almost chalky looking. But of course, throughout the more blending and everything I do, it will get much, much better. But I'm really into the pastels and the greens and the pinks for this spring semester. Forgive me, guys, for this spring season. I'm thinking I'm back in college or something. So I'm just going to do that. After that, now it's on to a regular eyeshadow brush by e.l.f., of course. And I'm going to just blend out some green and put it on those lids. Here it comes. That's the green. I'm just going to pat that color on. And that's a really light green, almost mint. And I'm just really, really packing it on because I want it to be able to be seen. And I'm just going to try to blend it in with that pink also. And I'm just blending, blending, blending. I'm getting better at blending out my eyeshadow because I used to just leave it, but you need to get rid of those marks. So now onto an angle brush that I'm using, I'm going to put some of that darker green, that forest green, in my crease. And the reason why I'm doing this is just to give it a little more transition from the pink to the green, and just to give it a little more dimension and color. That's all. Just want to mix that all in and make sure it's all good. I'm checking myself out to make sure everything is all good. Now I'm using this eyeliner pencil that's also by e.l.f. and it's almost like a forest green. And I'm just going to put it on the bottom close to my lash line as possible. And I'm just going to try to put it as close, but my eyes do have a little hoodness, and that's like extra skin, so I do have to be careful. Now I'm just going to go in with my smudge brush, and I'm just going to make sure that is smudged all in really, really well. Okay guys, so now I'm just going to use that same eyeliner for my under eye, and I'm just going to do the same exact thing that I did to the top lid. I'm just going to put that under there, and then I'm going to make sure it goes from one part of my eye to the end of my eye, and making sure I just put that in good. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep applying all of that to make sure it's deep and you're able to see it. Then I'm just going to take me a powder brush because I got a little eyeshadow on my actual face. Now I'm just going to go and smudge that bottom eyeliner out just a little bit. Just need to give it a little smudge look, but not too much. Think I like how I look? Now it's time for that mascara. Make sure, even if you're not wearing falsies, you want to make sure you put mascara on your eyelashes. It not only helps separate them, but it does give it a little more defined look to the face. I do not wear eyelashes all the time, so this is one way that my look can look completed. I like eyelashes, but they take a little longer to put on, so this is like one of the best things. Now I'm just going to do the bottom ones, and be very careful when you're doing the bottom ones. You don't want it to look like you have a black eye. And I am guilty of doing too much sometimes and looking not cute. So I think I'm pretty good with that. Now it's on to the blush. I'm using this mauve color blush, and I actually got this blush from the Dollar Tree. I actually like it, but the more I use it, the more I see it does have powder in it. More cakey look. And then I'm just going to add a little bronze. You know, you got to keep your bronze on deck. And then, or your highlighter. Now onto these lips. I am using a pink lip liner from either LA Girl or LA Color, one of those. And I'm just going to outline these lips with this pink. And I chose this pink is because it was really nice and pearl-like. Now I'm just going to add that LA Girl Whimsical. And I think I'm sanding in the background right now. And I'm just going to apply that on my lips. Now when working with this, you need to be very careful because those lip paints are not as thick, but it does have a lot of color, so you want to be careful when applying. And I'm just going to let that pop those lips and all that stuff, and now it's on to the concealer. I do like to conceal my lips and everything because I just like the look. It kind of polishes off the look. Like it looks like you really took your time and you outlined your lip just a little more. And then I like to go back in with my same foundation brush and blend that out because if you don't, the concealer will look lighter. And look at me admiring this look and messing with my natural hair. I think I like it. How about you? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.